Hey, what's up, high class virgin gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Lots of stuff has been happening. Kind of want to talk about while it's fresh, and it's a good opportunity to get into another real talk. Just going to kind of let it flow. What's on my mind? Hope you're having a great day. Hope you enjoy this talk. Let's talk about VStar Universe. By the way, this is your spoiler warning. I'm going to be talking about some cards. If you don't want to see any of that stuff, feel free. I understand completely. You want to wait till a little bit closer. I'm just going to kind of be talking about the cards in that set. Nothing crazy. Not hyping up any of the prices. Quite the opposite, as a matter of fact. I just want to talk. Get some positive content out there for a fucking change. I know, right? Ooh, crazy. Going out there and saying some positive things. Let's roll right into it, though. Once again, spoiler warning.
Real talk.
Alright, so I was in the middle of playing Overwatch when all of a sudden my phone started going off a whole fucking lot. It was just buzzing left and right, back and forth, people talking about cards that were revealed. VStar Universe, the newest Japanese high-class quality set that's going to be the holiday set and probably the set that ends Sword and Shield. Moving into Scarlet and Violet was just leaked a bunch of cards. A bunch of V-Stars were released. A bunch of full art trainers were announced and some Radiant cards. A bunch of new cards. There was these art cards, which are basically Pokemon without the trainers in them, like a character card, but basically just has the Pokemon. Saw a Dunsparce, so it was pretty cool. Saw this like Ditto Numel. It's a dope set. It looks great. They improved the Radiant Charizard. Initially, I was kind of like, oh god, another Charizard. But then you look at the card, and it's drawn by Saito, and you're like, okay, that makes sense. That's a good fucking card right there. It's an actual improvement. I like it. It's a Charizard card that I wouldn't mind pulling, and, you know, that's something for me. That's something that I don't get to say a whole lot. Plus, there was lots of full art trainer reprints that were announced. By the way, this is a reprint set. I put this out on my stories, and a bunch of people were confused, which I understand. Essentially what this is they're reprinting a bunch of V-Star cards that already exist and trainer cards like that. For example, I'm sure some of y'all have seen that Leafeon V-Star is getting an alternate art. That card already exists. It came out in Japan in those little boxes, and in English, I think it was the same thing, had those products. But it's also the exact same thing with the Charizard V-Stars and the V-Max that y'all got in the UPCs. It's probably going to be in V-Star Universe. It's the same shit. It's the same card. Same with that Cynthia, same with that Gardenia, same with that Raihan. Those full art trainers, which, by the way, beautiful alternate art for those trainers. I'm going to be looking for those. That's my big priority chase right there. What I want to talk about, though, is since everything's been put out, a lot of people are kind of flipping their shit, which is normal. People are getting the FOMO. People are kind of hyping up pre-order prices and everything. But I just want to sit here and tell you real quick, it's going to be okay. Like, I'm looking at you, right? It's going to be alright. It's going to be okay. This is a reprint set. We had another reprint set that happened very recently, about a year ago, VMAX Climax. That was a set that was reprinted for a bunch of VMAX cards like the Moonbryon, the Sylveon, the Rayquaza, all those cards, those VMAXs, those ones with those beautiful arts in VMAX Climax. Yeah, they're just counter to the cards that already came out in the other sets. That's all that is. And some of y'all are still probably getting some of them in the trainer gallery with the newer sets. I know Silver Tempest had some new cards in there as well from the trainer gallery itself. I think that really cool Raihan with the Duraludon VMAX, I think that was in there. So it was pretty cool. You're going to get these cards. You can pay whatever price you want. You can do whatever pre-orders you want. You can pay whatever dumb fucking prices you want to do. You're your own person. Don't let this fucking little nerd over here tell you what to do with your money, okay? You can do what you want. You're your own person. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do it. You don't have to pay these prices. And I'm probably not going to pay those prices. There's just no reason to really overpay for a set that's going to be in people's hands. Japan wants to get these cards in people's hands, right? But they have to think of the Japanese market and the international markets, not just the English market. But they're sending it to Australia. I guarantee some Chinese want to get that stuff as well. I guarantee the Europeans want to get that. There's a bunch of different countries that are going to be trying to get these cards, as well as the Japanese people themselves. Like, they're going to print this stuff. They're going to get it out there. VMAX Climax is still readily available. You can still get these boxes for cheap. And most of the singles, yes, they are rising in value, but I mean, fucking not that much. Like, you can still get the Alt-Art Umbreon VMAX for like 40, 50 bucks. I mean, considering what the other one is, goddamn, you should probably get one of those if you don't have one. It's a pretty good card, but I mean, VMAX Climax is the greatest example. They were just VMAX cards reprinted, and it's going to be the same with the V-Star era right here with V-Star Universe. You don't have to do this. They're just making cards to transition over to reprint, mostly to get these cards in players' hands and get them some beautiful arts. Gives the artists a chance to actually show their skills. A lot of new artists, a lot of great cards have been coming out. You should check out like OK J Love and No Rumble for people like that are posting leaks. They're doing that stuff. Make sure if you want to see that, of course, spoilers, if you don't want to go check them out, I completely understand. You shouldn't be here if I said that, but it's up to you. You do what you want. Just, you don't have to overpay. You don't have to give into the hype. You don't have to do anything. The set's going to be around for a little bit. It's still a reprint set. Yes, there's going to be some expensive cards in the set. Yes, we don't know everything that's in the set, but I'm promising y'all, I'm telling you, I don't care what any of the YouTubers say. I don't give a fuck what any of them say, okay? It's going to be okay. It will. And that's coming from me. Exclusive Japanese collector. I want this set more than all y'all fucks do. I want this set more than all y'all. And I want to open it. I want to have a good time, but I also want to see you guys open it too. I want to see you get some great pulls. I want to see you get into Japanese cards and experience them as much as I like them. I'm not trying to keep people from getting that shit. Just, you don't have to run around like a chicken with your head cut off, man. It's going to be okay. You'll get some boxes. You don't really have to overpay. It may not be right this second. Just give it some time. That's all I got. Didn't want to go super crazy in it. Just kind of wanted to talk about it while it's fresh in my mind. Those arts are beautiful. There's a lot of good cards. Those arts and those SARs, the secret art cards, they're going to be pretty cool as well. Just a lot of Pokemon being featured, and I think that's super dope. As well as some more full art trainers for the binder. You know me, just can't get enough trainers in my life. So, going to be a set I'm going to be going after too. And if I'm not too worried about it, if the other, Japanese collectors that do this stuff big time, if they're not worried about it, you probably shouldn't be too worried about it. Yes, the boxes and the pre-order prices you see are high. It's not going to stay that way. I promise. That's all I got. See you later, virgins, and positive content. Woohoo, fuck yeah.